when I started school, I realized I had a unique name. To start with, I spelt it one way, and they had a fit and told me I had to learn to spell it a different way because of my new birth certificate. But people would make fun of my name, and I just wanted to be regular, normal. I didn't want a unique name. I wanted my name to be Sue. And we moved into this house that had a dog living there. And so I couldn't be Sue, so I named her Susie Q. That's what I called her, Susie Q. So I wanted to be Sue. I didn't know why. Oh, Susanna, here are the original lyrics, and they have been changed. You can tell why. It was written by Stephen Foster in 1848. Foster, by the way, is actually a name for the moon. I came from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. It rained all night the day I left, the weather it was dry. The sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. And then the chorus, oh Susanna, don't cry for me. I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. I jumped aboard the telegraph and trampled down the river. The electric fluid magnified and killed 500 blank. The boggin bust, the horse ran off. I really thought I'd die. I shut my eyes to hold my breath. Susanna, don't you cry. And then again the chorus. I had a dream the other night when everything was still. I thought I saw Susanna a-comin' down the hill. The buckwheat cake was in her mouth, the tear was in her eye. Says, I'm comin' from the south, Susanna, don't you cry. I'll soon be in New Orleans, and then I'll look around, and when I find Susanna, I'll fall down upon the ground. And if I do not find her, till's darkest, this darkly surely die. And when I'm dead and buried, Susanna, don't you cry. And then the chorus again. Susanna has been a huge part of my life, especially on this journey. When I left California and landed in Las Vegas, I literally, again, had nothing but Kelly. And this was the third time that I had been displaced and literally nowhere to go and nothing. But I knew my journey was heading me somewhere, so I just embraced it. And when I got to Las Vegas, one of my subscribers, Sue from New Mexico, was sending me stuff. She was sending me boxes of clothes and toiletries, feminine things for me, just little things to make my house more of a home. And she was sending so much, I literally had to tell her to stop. She reached out to me and tried to get me to come there. She tried to get me to give her Kelly, which I can't separate myself from Kelly. If it come to the point where I was on the street or something, yeah, I would give my dog a home. I've been there before. I've had to give my dog away before. So yeah, it was something that I would do. But I've got too much Vishnu in me to let my dog go. She's what anchors me here. If I didn't have Kelly, I would have let go a long time ago. So when it was time for me to leave Las Vegas, another subscriber, Susan, sent me a rather large donation to where I was able to buy the van and move from Nevada. And she gave it to me with no strings attached and only told me that it was for my health. My health. So I have two Susans now that have been benefactors to me, that have made this possible. And now I'm here, and I'm struggling really bad with my health. Many of you know, if you've been with me for a while, this all began with me when I was stripped down to nothing but me and my dog in Alabama. All I had was my song, my banjo, on my knee. The knee is the symbolism for Capricorn. Now, I didn't go to Louisiana, but nonetheless, it still plays a part in this. So, I'm here now, and I've been to the doctors, and pretty much I'm at a waiting game. It's almost a stalemate. My spleen is so damaged that it needs to come out. It is enlarged, and it's becoming hard, and it's obstructing my digestive system. So I've lost a lot of weight, and it's hard for me I can only eat so much at a time because my spleen is pretty much taken over and pushed everything aside. So my stomach's not very big. It's very painful. It can be very painful. I ate a bunch of watermelon. And I love watermelon. It's like my favorite food on the planet. And I overindulged, and I was hurting so bad, I thought, well, this is it, because I'm at a stalemate right now. They can't do anything for me but remove it. And now I'm in a position that I don't have insurance here. So whatever I do, I'm going to have to pay for this. And I'm looking at about anywhere from $35,000 to about $50,000, depending on hospital stay and all that, on removing my spleen. And I'm kind of prepared for that. My cousin and her friend moved up here from Texas to be with me. I'm going to need somebody to take care of Kelly when this happens. Now, I really don't want to do this. I really just ignore it. It's just part of my body. I've had my appendix taken out. I'm going through menopause, so much going on that I don't really devote a lot of time to my health or my body. It's just a tool to me. It's just clothes. I know it has a life of its own and a will of its own and all of that. I try not to abuse it, but by no means has my health ever been priority for me. Priority for me has always been, I was the mother, the wife. Everybody else's needs were ahead of mine, so my health has never been up there. And I don't like doctors. I don't want to take anything that has an RX on it if I can help it. So I have, at this point, like I said, there's nothing I can do, and it's to the point to where I just wait until I'm forced into an emergency room with an emergency surgery. Because right now, no insurance, they're not going to schedule me one, especially during this pandemic crap. So, about 3 days ago, I was hurting really, really bad, and I don't know why it came into my mind, but I thought, I need another Susan. I need another Susan. And that brings us to, I had a Sue, and then a Susan, and now a Suze. And they're all Susanna. I got this comment on a video just earlier. Levette, I've only just found you at the 11th hour. You have in one video made sense of several of my dreams. I understand the two terrifying dogs, the unicorn and rainbow. I have dreamt of the unicorn is indeed bastardized. It comes at the end of the world, rearing on the precipice, defending the lightning with its horn. It is no fluffy kid's toy sporting a rainbow. It is awe-inspiring in a jaw-dropping way. The dogs, black Anubis, type a bit like Dobermans, one male, one female. The female very subservient, are huge and terrifying. They appeared to me in a dream so real I woke covered in sweat and shaking from head to toe. And I love dogs. These were hell dogs. They warned me off big time. I had the dream of the red and the white. Long story short, so won't go into it here, but it showed me the Grail, and I carried it. As I took it, I saw the destruction of all the religions of the world, even to my surprise, the Buddhist. Then I was in Rome, in a huge cathedral, with the Pope addressing the people from a supposed safe house, but it wasn't, and after a long spell of what I can only describe as cosmic roaring, a weird thing broke through the wall of the cathedral, which was feet thick, and what looked like a Chinese dragon came in. I thought, oh, not what I was expecting, but then it threw off its disguise and screamed, I am the Dakini. It was Shiva. I didn't know then. I didn't even know what a Dakini was, but recognized her in a picture. Then I saw from the balcony upstairs, Rome began to fall. The leaning tower of Pisa in the dream was the Tower of Babel, and it felt like a huge earthquake had hit it. Shiva, totally unperplexed, turned into a huge spiny creature, not dissimilar to a hedgehog, and gave birth, suckling her young, unperturbed in the nave of the cathedral. Odd symbolism, and not worked out yet. Oh, I see it. I ran a spiritual-based health business. This afternoon I picked up that you are not well. Before I listened to this, if I can help at all in any way, and I leave no stone unturned, I've had lots of practice on hard cases, myself included in that. Just say the word. I am a qualified healer, too. I've been healing since I was 3. You have to be qualified nowadays. Experience counts for nothing. Laugh out loud. I also really want to donors, but I'm not into tech. Late 50s. Use it, but hate it. Something you said today moved me tremendously. In fact, 2 things did that struck a deep chord. I'm not rich. I have enough to manage, but I want to donate monthly to your work. It's not important. It's vital. I also, if you should want any help with your illness, to offer my services free of charge. I'm not saying that I'm here to show off. I mean it from the depth of my soul, and something in me knows that something in you knows that. Thank you for being the extraordinary, beautiful, and deeply spiritual person that you are. I ask in all sincerity for clarity on my intuitions, and you appeared from nowhere, providing the clarification needed right now so I can move forward. Kindest and most heartfelt regards, Susan X. Yes. All I have to do is say the word, then the word, because you're what I've been waiting on. I don't want to go to the doctors. I need another Susan. So by all means, yes, and thank you. Thank you for me, and thank you for even my subscribers. They need me too, as much as I need you. So please drop me an email, and let's get this ball rolling. I'm tired of the rocking and rolling and the rolling backwards. It's time to move forward. Our time is short, and I really don't have time to deal with health issues. And I know I have been fasting. I have been trying to produce that milk and honey because I know it will heal me. But sometimes you need the word. The word. Be the kindest, people. And thank you, Sue, Susan, and Suze, my Susanna. And about New Orleans, that's where the Sphinx lines up with New Orleans, by the way.